Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here. Following on from our nutritional series of videos, what we're going to be taking a look at in this one is going to be tournament day and what you can eat to keep yourself fueled and full of energy during a tournament. The issue with tournaments is that you have multiple games on occasions on the same day, which means that it's very difficult for you to be able to have the right nutrients and the right foods to be able to keep you energized throughout the entire event. So we're going to be breaking it down, giving you some tips that you can follow to make sure that you perform to the optimal level while you're on the ice and make the most of the tournament you're playing in.
Okay, so the key to tournament days and these long days of performing is maintaining that performance. As we know, nutrition is what fuels us to perform, and if we want to perform well, we need to have good nutrients in our body. So over these long days, it's all about maintenance. So again, I'd start the day with a nice carbohydrate-based meal. You want to fuel your body, get it ready to perform, and then over the day, I'd maintain that carbohydrate intake because, again, that's what's going to help us perform. In terms of difference between time in between games, if you've got 20 minutes in between a game or an hour in between a game, you're going to want those simpler carbohydrates. So your quick-acting fruit, sugars, just to give you that quick energy. If we've got a bigger window, I'd have a smaller meal, like a proper meal of chicken pasta, tuna and potato. A nice carbohydrate-based meal, but with a protein source in as well, so we can start to recover while we start to prepare for that next game. A thing to stay away from would be your really sugary or fatty foods, because that's not going to help performance. So if you're really serious about performing well and progressing, you need to prepare those meals way before you eat them. Because if you're on a tournament day, you can't be finishing a game and then thinking, I've got a game in 2 hours, I need to eat. You need to come off the ice and have something there ready to go. I would prepare all my meals before. I'd have all of them carbohydrate based with a good protein source in there. I have a ratio of about 4:1. So if you split your lunchbox up into 5, 4 of the sections should be carbohydrate based, 1 of them would be protein based. And that should give you the energy then to perform well over the whole day and maintain performance. So a big thing again on tournament day is going to be hydration. You need to be fueling your body with that liquid because you use so much water during performance. You look how much you sweat during a hockey game. If you've got 4 or 5 games during a day, that's a lot of liquids that you're using. So throughout the whole day, the whole day before and throughout the whole day, we want to be really focusing on what we're drinking. It's easy to forget. Always have a bottle of water with you, maintain hydration. If you're ever thirsty, you're already dehydrated, so remember that and just keep hydrated. That's going to be of absolute importance during a tournament day. So a big thing to remember in terms of hydration is, when I talk about hydration, I only mean water. I don't mean your energy drinks, your sugary energy drinks. They're absolutely no good for you. They're full of sugar. They've got caffeine in them, which can be of use, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So these sugary drinks, that you're just going to crash from them. You'll have a high for 20 minutes maybe. You're just going to crash and your performance is going to be non-existent. So if we're looking for, if you're tired and you need a little boost, a perfect thing that I would have is a small shot of espresso and a handful of blueberries. That's what your body needs, and if your body isn't prepared after that, then it's a psychological thing, because a shot of caffeine and some blueberries will give you that boost, and it hasn't got all the chemicals in the energy drinks. It hasn't got all the processed sugars in the energy drinks. That's what makes you crash. A shot of espresso and blueberries is going to make you perform. It's going to make you alert, but it's not going to make you crash. So for your younger players, I would focus purely on your nutrients and your hydration. We don't need to get fancy with protein shakes. They're of use, but that's just an extra. If you haven't got your nutrients right from actual whole foods, then don't even bother thinking about your extras. So for a child, again, I'd focus the same as an adult on purely nutrients. Your carbohydrates, proteins, fats and hydration should be the same, in the same proportions, of less actual quantity, but in the same ratios, we should be focusing on those. So the key to maintaining performance over the day is to do with your blood sugar levels and your energy levels. Sugary foods and sugary drinks, like your energy drinks, are going to make your blood sugar go up and down and really fluctuate. To maintain those, we need our simple carbohydrates and our proteins, and they'll level you out and you'll be able to then perform optimally. So remember, nutrition is what's going to make you a good hockey player, and nutrition is key to performance. So the first thing we're going to cover today is the importance of nutrients within hockey. Nutrients give you that energy to perform, and the ones we're going to break down today are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and hydration, so the water that you intake.